A very warm good afternoon to all of you, dear students. As we all know that in our last lecture, we have started with our new unit, that is genetics, and we are dealing with its first chapter, that is principle of inheritance and variation. Yesterday I have told you about one of the most important scientists who contributed a lot in the field of genetics, and his name is Gregor Johann Mendel. He is known as the father of genetics, and student, calling someone as the father of any subject is not at all an easy task. Okay, for that the person have to work very hard. So same Gregor Johann Mendel did. Okay, so he born in the year 1822 on 22nd July, and he worked on Pisum sativum, that is garden pea. Pisum sativum is the botanical name of your garden pea, for 6 years. Clear? But student, after this also his work was not at all recognized. Okay? Student, and then he died in the year 1884, and fortunately after 16 years of his death, that is in 1900, 3 scientists came, that is Hugo de Vries, Correns and Teschmar, okay, from different country. They worked separately over his work and found out that whatever Mendel discovered, it was absolutely right. And then in 1901 they suggested that this thing. Clear? So now the question arises that, ma'am, why the work of Gregor Johann Mendel was not recognized for so long? So for this, students, I would like to tell you that work was not published properly. What does it mean? Student, whenever any researcher, when he work over something, okay, after completion of his work, he need to publish his work in journals. Okay, there are 2 type of journals, that is local journal and international journal. But unfortunately Mendel published his work only in local journals, so it was not under the recognition of many people. Okay, about the discovery of his work was known only to the local people. Okay, so it was also one of the reason that his work was not at all recognized. Second is, biologists did not accept. Student, if someone, okay, talk means if someone from different field will talk about my subject, okay, that I know everything and you don't know anything, will I be accept that person? No, I'll say no, you don't know anything. Yes or no? So similarly, student, actually Gregor Johann Mendel was a mathematician, and it was very difficult for biologists to accept that how one mathematician can talk and can explain us about the processes of biology. Okay, so this is human nature. Okay, we can't accept these things. Okay, so and third is, student, factors, that is discrete unit. And student, in the century of 18, okay, if someone is talking about factors nowadays, these are known as genes. Okay, at that time Mendel named those things as a factor, but now those are known as genes. Clear? At that time someone is talking about factors, okay, that something is transferring from one generation to another. Who will believe on this thing? Okay, and at that time everyone was busy with the work of Charles Darwin, as he was also working on natural selection. Okay, so everyone was busy with his work and no one bothered that what Gregor Johann Mendel is doing. Clear? But I've told you that in the 1901 these 3 scientists rediscovered it, okay, and his work was successful. So can you tell me that what are the different reasons for his success? Yes. So student, first reason is that whatever material he selected, okay, he chose its contrasting character. Okay, selection of contrasting character was there. What does contrasting character means? Okay, means if I'm talking about characteristics of height, okay, then it would have 2 traits, that is tall and dwarf. I can't say that it is tall and it is tallest. It can create confusion in the mind of other person that what she is talking about. Okay, so there must be contrasting. Clear? I hope so that you have got an idea. Second is student large sample size. Whenever any researcher they work over any material, okay, or any case, they need to take the large sample size. For example, if you want to take a survey, okay, of people of Pakistan, or I can say of Manali, okay, that how many people they smoke, okay. So if you will take only 10 people and you will say that out of 10, 8 people they smoke and 2 people they don't smoke, it means what? All are smokers in Manali? No. For that student, you need to take large sample size. Suppose if the population of Manali is 10,000, so you need to take at least 1,000 people to do the survey, and then you can conclude that okay, these are the ratio of smoker and these are the ratio of non-smokers. Clear? I hope so that you are getting. Okay. Third is student data analysis. Okay, I have told you that Mendel was a mathematician, and whatever calculation, okay, and record he maintained, it was absolutely correct. Last is no use of linkage. What is this linkage, students? Linkage means linked gene. Okay. For example, this is your chromosome of your Pisum sativum. Clear? In actual, what happened? This chromosome contain different type of genes at different loci. For example, it is the gene for your purple color flower, and it is the gene of your round shaped seed. Clear? It is actually means these genes are non-linked. Okay, but here they are talking about linkage. It means suppose if the gene of your purple color flower and round color seed shape, they are joined together to each other. Okay, they have same loci. What would happen? When there would be transmission, both the genes they will transfer together. Clear? It means what? Whatever progeny would be there, it would have purple color flower and yellow color and round shaped seed. Clear? Because why? Because the genes of your purple color flower and round shaped seed, they are linked to each other. Okay, but this was not at all the concept which he found in your Pisum sativum. All the genes they were placed separately. कोई भी जीन एक दूसरे से जुड़ा हुआ नहीं था. ठीक है, अगर होता तो रेशियो बिल्कुल अलग होना था, और ये जो भी उसने कैलकुलेट किया वो गलत होना था. क्लियर? ये इसका फॉर्चुनेट था कि जो भी जीन्स पाइसम sativum में थे वो कोई यहाँ था कोई वहां था. ठीक है, वो भी एक दूसरे से जुड़े नहीं थे. Understood? About linkage we will study, okay, with the passage of time, and here we will take the example of Drosophila melanogaster. Okay, here we will not at all take the example of Pisum sativum. Why? Because there was not at all any linkage. वहां पर कोई भी जीन एक दूसरे से जुड़े नहीं थे. Clear? This we will study with the passage of time. Okay, student, next is your reason for selecting Pisum sativum, that why Mendel choose only Pisum sativum as his research material. You need to take care that student, whenever any researcher they work okay over something, they need to see that what is the life cycle of that particular thing. Okay, so that result of that thing must be fast. Okay, so the result came after 3 to 4 weeks, so it is easy, and also it have large seed, so they can have large sample size to observe the result. Second is self and cross pollination or fertilization. Okay, yeah, as we know that Pisum sativum is bisexual. Okay, so both male and female flowers are there. Okay, so we can easily do, and cross pollination we can do by emasculation. Okay, by taking out the anther. Okay, and third, I have told you that these have contrasting character. How many contrasting character Mendel took? 7. It is important for your MCQ type question. Clear? And these are the names of your 7 characters, and these are the traits. Okay, student, this is dominant trait and these are your recessive trait. Okay, first of all, height is the character, and it have 2 contrasting trait, that is tall and dwarf. Second is your flower color. Okay, it can be purple, it can be white, but dominant is your purple. Clear? What you are understanding by dominant and recessive means, student? Suppose this is, okay, this is for your purple color flower and this is for your white color flower. Clear? So this is the genotype of that flower. What would be the phenotype? Phenotype would be purple color flower. Why? Because W, purple is the dominant. W is the dominant and this W is symbolizing the purple color of the flower. Getting? Next is your flower position. It can be axillary, it can be terminal. What is axillary and terminal? Axillary, when flower will grow from the axial position, okay, and this is dominant trait, okay, and when flower is born at the apex, that is known as the terminal position of the flower. Next is your seed shape. It can be round, it can be wrinkled. Clear? Then seed color, it can be yellow, it can be green. Then pod shape, it can be inflated, it can be constructed. What is pod? Peel of your Pisum sativum, okay, when it is like this, okay, inside it there is pea seeds, okay. This is known as inflated. And what is constructed? You might have seen some peas when they become dry, they are in this way, okay, so it is your constructed. Clear? Next is your pod color. It can be your green, it can be your yellow. So I hope so that you have understood today's lecture. Student, the important things you need to hear, okay, keep in mind that what is birth year, okay, then death year, and then in which year these three scientists rediscovered the work of Gregor Johann Mendel, and these three questions are very important. Reason for not recognize the work of Gregor Johann Mendel, then reason for Mendel's success, and reason for selecting the Pisum sativum. I hope so that you got everything, but if still there is any query, please feel free to call me. Thank you and have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you, students.